Ned in the 3-0. So with that adjustment, and after coming out of that win versus Epic Gabriel, Ned right now still has that momentum on his side and some more hands to work with.
Yeah, and this could be a big thing too. Like Bestness coming off of like getting 3-0'd by Sonics and like a timeout and a half basically.
Oh,
come down there, so it's like it's kind of hard to mentally bounce back from that. But we'll see what Bestness can do here. I mean, this is a matchup I think he's feeling pretty confident in today. So
we've already seen Ned now getting set up, going in for that dash attack opening, keeping Bestness up in the air with the follows from the PK Fire. You see Bestness setting up to follow up with the up air conversion, trying to stop Ned in his boots with the nair. But we were talking about it earlier, and Rod touched up on it himself. The way that Ned now has been able to really open things up with Squirtle, he's been able to really take full advantage before swapping over to this Charizard that has been so lethal in closing out the stocks.
Okay, grab, back throw, good pressure here from Ned. See if we can find it. Bestness playing very patiently. I like the way Bestness is so good at recovering with Neds. Obviously, like we talked about how good he is at comboing and putting pressure on his opponent and playing neutral. His recoveries are, I feel like, not talked about quite enough. But either way, Ned getting the first stock there. Clean play.
Yeah, being able to get that up smash. I mean, now Bestness's second attempt at the up smash finally closes it out, but he did go for a little bit of a risky up smash, which he got punished for from Ned when he was on that Charizard. But resetting things up a little bit and going back to the drawing board with their two stocks pretty fresh from the floodgates is Ned, who's stuck by this ledge, or rather Bestness stuck by this ledge, and Ned doing such a good job right now at making sure he could hold on to the stage control. The PK Thunder is now coming out. You see Ned wants no business on that, just forcing Bestness to hold forward and sending him all the way back.
All right. Here we go, fair, reaching down.
I like the grab right here. Now the follow-up from Ned. He gets stopped short by the up air, though, and now he's off stage. Ned, he wants to find that opportunity, but he gets grabbed for it. The PK Thunder, unfortunately, not going to catch Ned's ledge option. Instead, the backer, though, does send Bestness back to the stage, and unfortunately getting punished again. Something that Ned has really been able to capitalize off of whenever Bestness wants to keep pressuring him by the ledge with the PK Thunder.
Here we go. Oh, that F-tilt just barely missing. Those such good spacing from Ned, just a little too far away. Maybe not fast enough either. Let's see. All right.
Didn't check there. I was a little scared right there because Bestness could have found himself losing that stock if Ned actually had went forward, but it doesn't even matter. With that grab, he yeets him into the blast zone, and with the reset right here, now Bestness is playing at the stock deficit, and already the conversion coming forward from Ned.
Okay.
Right now, and Bestness is controlling this space as he noticed that Ned continuously is trying to cross him up, jumping around him, and now swapping over to the ice store to get in some of these conversions, trying to land in with those backers. The Razor Leaf trying to stop Bestness from jumping right in with these spares. The PK Fire now to control that space on the ground. He lands it and follows up with the dash attack, but it's not going to do it in just yet. Not enough race to work with, but a scary side B to open things up, swapping over to the Charizard.
Yeah. I mean, Ned's just been doing an amazing job this game one, but we saw that situation again the first set where he got the first parry, the up air, and then got punished. I wonder if he's trying to mash up B out of it, and it's just not working. Like, I feel like the multi-hits are very quick. I gotta wonder, maybe an up smash or something, but either way, whatever is the offensive option coming out of the defense isn't connecting. So, coming down the last stock situation again, Vicky, already looking really good for Ned. I mean, the first set between them is pretty heavy in Bestness' favor, but this is looking good for Ned so far. But you never know with Bestness. You can just steal stocks like that.
Yeah, we've seen him do it, and we couldn't do it against Ned, so anything is possible here. But once again, Ned is still building up on that momentum from that last round that he just had last set that he had with Epic Gabriel, and now being able to jump out of that situation, utilizing that double jump, and now finding himself back onto the stage, using that down smash. But now he's on top of Bestness, a lethal position to be, as we've seen already before. That last set of up air is all you need to close out that set, or rather that game. And now he's at 114. He has that rate to work with. But swapping over to the Charizard to help out that sustainability has allowed Ned to be aggressive and put some fear into Bestness. As you can see Ned trying to set up for a backer. He gets the grab Ned with the up throw. This may be hit on the platform, but great DI from Bestness, using those corners to extend that duration from the knockback.
Yeah, this is a huge situation now for Bestness. He's going to want to live. Again, it comes down to like those kind of, the last hit indicators are so big. The forward air is going to do it, though. Yes. Very nice job by Ned there to close that one out. Jeez, because it gets so scary. After a grab or something like that barely doesn't kill, you get the extra 2 pummels in there. Like, it just barely doesn't finish the job off. You're like, oh, man, what am I going to have to do now? And Bestness obviously so slippery in the disadvantage. Like, you're going to have to catch him again. Like, how are you going to do that? It just seems so hard, but Ned did it. He's up 1-0. He took that. I'm telling you, Ned is one of those players. He heats up as it keeps going on in the NBA Jam style. The more he shoots, the hotter he plays.
Yeah, and he did that out of his too, by the way. So I was a little scared that had traded. Although Bestness was in the worst position as he was closer to the blast zone right there, but Bestness, he was still racking up some of that damage. He still was trying to close in that gap despite being up in that advantage state of holding on to an extra stock. But overall, Ned right now on board, and Bestness, despite being able to send Ned to that lower bracket, now he's playing out of a disadvantage.
And Vicky, believe it or not, but we are back on PS2. I don't know if you caught on to that little bit of a trend that we have going on here, but yep, we got that going on, which is a lot of fun for everyone. But I mean, I don't blame either of them because Bestness has already won 3 games against Ned today here, and Ned won his first game of the day here. So I think we're just going to see this throughout. So
stage power for Ned, man. I mean, he's playing that Pokemon trader. I don't really expect otherwise here, Hazmat, but PK Fire now coming on to try to tack on that extra damage and kind of stop Ned in his boots. He is still opening things up with that portal. He's just trying to still check on that damage. But again, that knockback could be lethal. He is going to swap over to the Ivysaur and now going to be able to try to utilize those back airs to attack him. That face uses the Nair out of shield, sending Bestness by the ledge and answering right back with that down air, stopping Bestness short. And answer back with the up smash, so is going to send Ned home and losing that stock rather early. Oh, with the back air, what a statement we made, Hazmat. Wasting no time on closing out that stock gap.
Yeah, no lead is safe between these guys, that's for sure. Stock lead, if it's there, it disappears very, very quickly. It's the Harry Houdini, of stocks. Like, it's there 1 second and poof, it's just gone the next. So, well done, man. I mean, there's no such thing as lead. I feel like all these are going to basically come out of that at least last stock, if not last hit. So far, so good.
Just damage being tacked on right now by Bestness is insane, and all that from the PK Fire too, mostly in the follow-up, using the up air and the PK Thunder now. Swapping right over to Ivysaur though. Ned now trying to get a follow-up from the backers, the double backers as he does it rising. He tried to use the extension of the platform right there, but Bestness gets out of that situation. And right back towards the ledge, wants to go to the follow, but we've seen this again before from Ned, actually aggressively getting out of the PK Fire and with him down here, and he gets to survive. I like the reach off the stage right there because it actually delayed Bestness so that way he can get back to the stage safely.
That was so godlike, like hitting that slight angle right there and going for another PK Thunder because you know the down air is coming, like one of the best edge guarding tools in the game. And if you're Ness and you're lining up an easy recovery for Ivysaur to knock down, Ned's gonna hit it every day of the week. Instead, Bestness, the trickiest little recovery right there, but it makes such a big difference to add in that little bit of stall. Very nice job by Bestness. Love that. And he's ahead by a whole stock now, Vicky. Well deserved.
Now, different pacing of the game compared to that first game that we've seen before. Both of these players really keep Bestness trying to set up for the drag down up air as Ned is on that charge. So being a larger body now, it's making it a little easier for Bestness to get that follow versus when he was that portal. So you see Ned, he wastes no time on getting aggressive. He's kept Bestness by the ledge, and he knows that Bestness is trying to slow down his pacing as he does have that lead.
Yeah, and I like the way the get up delayed attack or the get up attack right there was so good. Everyone's gonna try to push the advantage when you're down on a platform like that. So Ned bailing himself out of that situation. He's gonna find a back air though. Again, showing it the whole time. And back air is so ridiculous. Like it's coming. There's not a whole lot you can even do about it anyway. I mean, you can, but it's like you can't really punish him for it, or the risk reward is just ridiculously high. Charizard's favorite. A couple up airs though, Annie with a Nair. Squirtle did his job, switch him right out. You don't want to get grabbed or get hard red and punished by Bestness, who can kill Squirtle very easy. So
yeah, he doesn't want to take the risk here and swapping right over to the Ivysaur now. I like the way he did set those jumps on the platform when he got that early conversion with the Squirtle, and that kind of set him up to get in a lot of that damage over Bestness, who still though, Ned, he has one stock left and he rolls right to the up smash. He started in the face real quick and said, hit me right now. And unfortunately, Bestness, he was ready, timed it perfectly, hits Ned, and now we got an even set currently Hazmat between Bestness and Ned.
Yep, love to see the response from Bestness. He's obviously capable of winning the set. He did it earlier today, dropping that first game to Ned. I think, coming back from a set, playing against Sonics and then adjusting your tempo of play to someone like Ned who doesn't play quite, the same level of campy that Sonics might, and playing a whole different different characters. So I think Ned is heating up, and I think Bestness is adjusting to the way that he's playing as well. So great job on that recovery too. That was such an easy way to throw away any momentum that you had in that game. That recovery was super duper clutch by Bestness.
Now going into game number 3. Evening things out. Both these players have been able to make some of those adaptations, with Ned now finding that tried and true with the early conversions that Squirtle provides, swapping things over so that way he doesn't get taken too advantage of by Bestness whenever it comes to getting on that Squirtle. You're also risking the possibility of Bestness racking up that early percentage, taking that stock early.
I love the way that Ned fights out of PK Fire. Like, he's not afraid to down air his Ivysaur, mash forward tilt, Squirtle, anything. Like, I really like that. Like, he's good at fighting out of PK Fire. Like, that's such a good option. A lot of people use hold out and then usually jump, which is how actually Ned lost the first set. So just, holding out and then maybe mashing a button. It's ultimate. Mashing a button is usually a pretty good idea. So why not try it out? Truly. Makes sense. Makes sense. It does. Oh.
Yep, and Ned being so aggressive has kind of also made a statement to Bestness that, you can't continuously go out of these follow-ups with PK Fire. If you think you're safe, it's not going to work out because Ned, as you already made mention, on the Ivysaur, he uses that down air, on the Squirtle, he uses that forward tilt, and then on the Charizard, we've seen him before, he gets it with sneaky back airs. It can be absolutely risky here for Bestness to try to contest him in the air.
Okay. Taking the neutral beat at the ledge, good lingering hitbox there. Charizard, a little bit of a linear recovery, even for a character with 2 jumps. Oh, jeez!
That's
a little late on that flare blitz, yeah.
Oh! Do it! I don't know if he thought he was going to be safe for a moment, but he stared at it right in the face and said, alright, I know I've done messed up, but I've already buffered it. It's gone. It's going to happen. Move on to the next stock, and that he is already.
Poor Charizard, the instructions were fly face first into that, by the way. No one show Virum that clip. It'll make him so sad. It'll make him 10 out of 10 sad looking at that clip. Poor Charizard, man. Dealt damage to himself, and then also, oh boy, Ness had something ready for him. But there we go. Good pickup there by the Charizard. Ned right back into this one. I'm telling you, the big difference between this set and the first set, oh jeez, is that the Squirtle's able to do a little bit of work so far. You saw him in game 2, rack up 40% and then switch it back out, but now he has to get off the ledge. Okay, I was gonna say, I think he was thinking about it. Like, he's like, should I stay? Should I stay or should I go, basically? Like, should it be Ivysaur time or is it Squirtle time still? Squirtle's a big gamble right there, for sure.
Yeah, and go he did. He definitely took over right after that, especially after the jab block. It was hey batter right there. Bestness now keeping Ned at the disadvantage, holding on to over 109% now with Bestness still fresh off the second stock. The PK started to add on his pressure, send Ned high above, and the follow that could come from this up air. The last hit doesn't land. He tried to go drag down the fastball right there, but the dash attack does it in.
All right, Vicky, big lead here for Ned. This is like a pendulum right here because I feel like Ned won game 1 pretty solidly. Bestness fire back in game 2, and now it's swinging back even more into the favor of Bestness. Only 50% here on his second stock. Oh boy. Okay, grab. Good job recognizing the shield game.
I don't know, Hazmat. Right now, I'm looking at Bestness, and despite Ned winning that first game, Bestness has just been able to keep up some momentum after that last game. Although right now, Ned, he's doing a good job at having that stage control up until he just got grabbed right there by Bestness. Now he's keeping him on the loops with this ledge play. He's keeping him pressured. The back there's coming forward, and the PK Thunder. The parry going to come alive, and it's going to allow Ned to at least to the gap, but he gets hit. He doesn't get hit by the backer as a follow-up. It's something to be wary of because now as this Charizard, you are prone to get hit a lot easier, and you have to be wary of that backer that you may note of from Ness.
Yeah, and I think we're seeing a couple Flare Blitz out. He's trying to read the projectile. He's trying to go through the PK Fire basically with the armor of the Flare Blitz, but okay, good get up attack. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that just says that like Ned, he's really looking for either hard reads instead of relying on more of his like intuition that has brought him to this point. So we got 2-1 favor of Bestness. Does Ned change at this point? It's 5-1 for Ness against Pokemon Trainer on PS2 with no changes. I feel like it's game. I feel like you try something. I don't know if it's Zero Suit. I don't think you want to play Zero Suit against Ness. I don't think that's like super good for her or anything. You just have Cloud as well, but that's also scary. Nope, we're going to PT. Keep mixing it up. PT, it's like kind of like this endless circle of like, oh, I could have played better with Squirtle or Ivysaur or Charizard. Like, it just could happen. But see what Ned comes up with here, because it feels like the Squirtle getting something started is one of the keys to success for Ned. Just having a hard time doing that.
Now, Red and Bestness to take this game to move on. Grand Finals. Ned now playing at the distance. Despite who he's seen in the winners bracket, Ned to remain consistent. Ned at least put a game on the board, but overall, I kind of like what you just said, Matt. You look at the way that Ned is playing. It's not really a battle of the stage and a battle of, who might just playing better with, Squirtle, Ivysaur, Charizard. Who is it that needs to fix those?
Yeah.
Just like that's the battle that Ned is essentially having with himself. Not really finding not really finding a different stage to go to now. Just trying to isolate Bestness with the racial leads at the moment, while Bestness is still hanging out with that percentage lead. He's trying to up and jump right over it, gets the PK fire, and is able to go in for that jump capture right over Ned.
Let me check the chat here. Chat, is there? I can't tell if your mic's messing up for me or if it's Discord or what, but either way, whatever you said, Vicky, I'm sure it was amazing. I could just barely hear you. I can barely hear you in and out a little bit, but that's all good. Either way, first stock is going to be going to Bestness. Net's got to figure out something quick here, Vicky. No, it just looks so tough, this matchup. And I mean, Bestness, I'd like to see him bounce back after that first game. Want to see him get that run back against Sonics maybe, but it's just going to be tough for Ned to take this one down.
Already playing at a stock deficit. Ned throwing out the snares, trying to catch them, get the follow from the back there, and landing right into that PK fire isn't on today's agenda, because that just opens things up for Bestness. He knows that Ned is going to play a lot for Bestness. He gets around the projectile. He does with the side B, but I'm still sitting at the edge of my seat. That if-hop is going to land, and either way, it still works in favor of Bestness to take care of Ned. And now he has to fight through two of Bestness stock before he finds himself picking up his Ned.
Yep, I mean, this is just looking bad for Ned. That Flare Blitz not killing it might have been it, honestly. Like, that is just tragic. That was just a really good, option there from Ned. Unable to get the kill, though, is bad. Up smash, good job from Ned. That's the first stock. That's how you get a comeback started. It starts with the first stock. See what he can do from here on out. Oh, he's gonna go to the Squirtle, okay. Gamble a little bit, all right.
He just wants to rack up that early percentage that was the start here, but taking a gamble that is pretty solid for him. In the last game, when he was able to get that job off, with that forward smash up over to that forward down. It's still follow step back here, but that's up. Brother of PK fire into another string of fairs. He doesn't take it all the way to the side blast zone, but still racking up that early damage. Just again, he has so much more leverage over Ned has, Matt.
Woo! I mean, I love that off-stage sequence. That's exactly why we see people like Sonics run so far away from Bestness. Once he puts the hands on you, it's good. You're in for a hurting, that's for sure. So, unable to finish the stock off stage, but he was going for something flashy there, trying to get, I think maybe a switch or some other defensive option. But either way, Ned on the ropes here. Bestness trying to finish this one out, looking for an. Oh, nice job by Ned. Okay, that's smart. That's smart. Good recognition there. Bestness trying to close this out though.
That was some awareness right there. I mean, we've seen Ned utilize that side time and time again, but now he's above Bestness. It just takes that last bit of upper to do it in, or a backer as well. He does get the grab, and the unfortunate dash attack. It doesn't cross up. He's able to grab Ned, and that's Bestness moving on to Grand Finals.
Nice job.